in quicksort, you go down the array from the beginning, the end, to the middle, and you pick the middle as the pivot value. So 5 is our pivot value. Then you compare the end and the beginning and the end elements. If everything on this side of the array should be less than a pivot, and everything on this side should be greater than the pivot. So we first compare this 6 to 5. 6 is greater than the pivot value, so it should be on this side. And 4 is less than 5, so it should be on this side. So we swap these. Next, we keep going and compare 9 and 10. Compare 9 to 5. 9 is greater than the pivot value, so it should be on this side. So and then we compare 10 to 5. 10 is greater than 5, so it's on the right side. And then we keep going to find 3, which is less than 5. So we switch this with 9. And then we keep going until we reach 5 and 7. 7 is in the wrong place because it's greater than the pivot, so we switch this one. And now we know the pivot is in the right place here. Next, we have two subsets of unsorted arrays. So we start from here and we pick 3 as our pivot value. Our pivot is less than 4 is greater than the pivot value, so it should belong on this side. And now we know the 3, which was the pivot, is now in the right place. And then 4 is an array size of 1, so it's also in the right place. Next, we sort this array. We pick 9 as our pivot value, and then we compare 6 to 9. 6 is less, so we would swap that. Actually,
What's 6?
Yeah, right. And then we compare 10 to 9, and 10 will be greater, so we will swap that again. Now 9 is in place, and then 10 is in a array size of 1, so that's also in the right place. Now this last subset array is 7 and 6. We pick 6 as our pivot, and 7 will be greater than the pivot, so it belongs on the other side. And then 6 is now sorted because it was the pivot value, and 7 is an array size of 1, so 7 will also be in place. And now our array is sorted.